Is your grocery bill about to explode in 2025? Well, brace yourself. There could be unexpected challenges to your budget next year. Food prices have been climbing, and there's things that could happen in 2025 that could make some of the food prices climb even higher. From stricter immigration policies and trade tariffs and unexpected diseases like avian flu, these might reshape how we shop. But here's the good news. I'm going to show you ways to protect your budget. Hi, I'm Mary Ellen, or better known as Prepper Potpourri. On this channel, I share practical prepping tips, food storage strategies, and ways to make your household more resilient. And there's no fear factor. So if you want to be prepared without blowing your budget, watch this video and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a single tip in the future. So we're going to talk about what might be the biggest price hikes, why they might happen, and most importantly, what can you do to keep your grocery expenses under control. Let's look at some of the forces that might change prices next year. One, immigration policies might change, especially if President Trump does tighten immigration laws, because immigration policies can directly affect the labor force behind our fresh produce, especially for labor-intensive crops like berries, strawberries, blueberries, apples, and tomatoes. Now, many farms depend on migrant labor for those tough, back-breaking jobs that people in the U.S. just don't seem to want to do. Now, here in Michigan, I know our blueberries and our strawberries and our apples, we heavily, those growers depend on migrant labor. And tighter immigration laws could lead to labor shortages, which would mean fewer fresh fruit and veggies on your grocery shelves. And, of course, if there's fewer, that means the ones that are there will have higher price tags. So in something that's been all abuzz about in the news is what would happen if trade policy and tariffs, new ones, are instituted by President Trump. You know, he's proposed ones for Mexico, for Canada, and additional ones for China. And for instance, tariffs on Mexican imports will result in higher prices for vegetables like tomatoes, bell peppers, cucumbers, and tropical fruits like avocados and mangoes, and even beer. You know, brands like Corona and Modelo. And did you know that Modelo is now the #1 beer in the United States? What? We can't purchase a locally made beer anymore to be our #1? What's wrong with the world? But we also get a lot of food imports from Canada, like cereals such as oats and granola, and whiskey brands such as Crown Royal, Black Velvet, Molson Beer, and of course, maple syrup. And one of the things that happened to me a couple years ago, couldn't find anywhere Yukon Gold potatoes. They were grown in Canada, and there actually was potato blight. So we depend on our neighbors to the north and our neighbors to the south for a lot of our fresh produce. And from China, we get fish like tilapia, which I really love, and oil such as soybean and peanut oil, which is great for doing some wok cooking, and herbs like garlic and ginger. All those things could cost more. So the bottom line is higher import costs could mean higher prices for all of us at the grocery store. Something else, weather, climate change. It affects crops being grown. Think of extreme weather events like droughts or floods. They make farming unpredictable and they can drive prices way, way up. California was having droughts, and of course, that increased the price of almonds. Flooding not that long ago happened to corn and soybean crops, and that affected their availability and quality and price. And erratic weather in Brazil is already driving up your cost of your morning coffee. And additionally, banana crops have been facing challenges from the Panama disease. And it's a fungal infection that threatens plantations globally and reduces the supply of bananas worldwide. And we all know that staples like wheat and rice and corn are at risk for lower yields depending on the weather. In 2023, that's last year, major rice importing countries like India limited what they were exporting because of erratic weather patterns, and it led to global shortages and price surges. And there's one more thing, and that is disease. Hard to predict what might happen, but we're already seeing a little bit of avian flu. It's getting caught by dairy cows. That's right, milk cows, which means then they can't sell their milk on the open market. And that can affect more than just milk, also butter and other dairy products. And to me, butter is already much, much higher than it was just 3 years ago. Oh yeah, and it could affect the price of your cheese also. And we're already seeing egg prices because of avian flu. They went up 11% in some areas. Will this continue in 2025? We're just not sure. But diseases can definitely, those that affect livestock, affect the prices that we pay for meat or eggs in the grocery store. They're predicting that beef prices might go up 4 to 6% next year because of supply chain pressures, and expect higher prices for bananas, berries, and avocados. And we already talked about eggs and dairy. Coffee, gonna cost more. And specialty items such as orange juice, nuts, and herbs could also have a price increase. So what can you do about it? Well, I think there's several things. One, shop seasonally and locally. Support your local farmers and save money by buying produce in season. And when you do that, preserve the food at home. Canning, learn how to can so you can have that produce all year long. Or dehydrate. Or if you have a freezer, freeze it. Those are ways to save money. So that way, instead of buying, let's say, asparagus in the winter, which it might even reach close to $4 or $5, buy it when it's under $2 in season. Even better, raise your own. I have a garden. I do raise asparagus. And I have a lot of tomato plants and other veggies that we eat. And I have a fruit garden where we get our own blueberries that taste so good and raspberries. So I don't have to pay that exorbitant prices at the store. And right along with your garden, think about having your own little egg layers. I have 5 hens and they give us many more eggs than we can use. We supply our family and even people at work. So I never have to pay that price for eggs in the store. And of course, if you can, buy in bulk. It's always cheaper. Maybe you can go in with other family members to get a big bulk order, or just go to your local Costco or Sam's Club. You will get a better deal. But again, know how to package it so you can keep it long term on your shelves. And be sure to take advantage of sales, especially this time of year. This is a Smithfield ham. It is 12 pounds and it said it would normally be $3.79 a pound. I got it for $1.49 a pound. And I have been seeing not brand names, for as low as 79 cents a pound. So grab some hams and stick them in your freezer. You can't beat these prices this season. And the same for turkey, sweet potatoes, cranberries, nuts. All of those things usually go on sale this time of the year. So buy in bulk now and preserve this food so you can have them later when the prices go way up. And if you have some better ideas on what to do, comment below. We all learn from each other. Or maybe you're seeing some great sales in your area and I hadn't thought about that. Again, comment below. From immigration policies to tariffs to climate change to unexpected illnesses, be it of livestock or humans, several factors could shape the prices we'll see in the grocery store next year, 2025. But don't let those prices derail your budget. Start planning now. Now is a great time to think about, what do I want to grow in my garden, right? And start to purchase the seeds. And maybe you don't have room enough for a garden, but you can have a container garden and grow tomatoes or herbs. And herbs are very expensive in the store. So again, if you like this video, please subscribe and watch my other videos for other tips on how to prepare your family for life's emergencies. And watch this video if you want to store rice and beans long-term on your shelves. Thank you.